Okay, what's going down, T-Subs and Squad? So, I know I'm late, about 2 hours late. I don't know how I forgot, but when I realized Love and Marriage Huntsville was on at 8 o'clock, I didn't realize it till about 8:30. So it really won't even no need for me to really watch it like that. So I had to wait until it just came on at 11 o'clock. So if you all are getting this late in the midnight hour when God's going to turn it around, I do apologize. But I'm here now and I'm here to give y'all the review. So this is Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 2 Episode 8, Mama Gonna Cuss You Out. So Maurice and Marcel meet up at the pool hall to talk and catch up. And Marcel feels like Letitia isn't happy about all of the deals that they have as much as he is, and he feels like she has separate goals than he does. I mean, yeah, for a long time or so, you ain't want that woman up out the house because you was tooting off with Yolanda Dennis, and from what the peoples is saying, like Yolanda Dennis ain't even a damn real woman. Now I don't know how true that is. Y'all the ones that hit me up with it. Y'all listen. The people said that to me in my comments, and I also had a couple of people hit me up in my DM and tell me that that's not real fish. So, I'm just saying what the peoples are saying. Don't get mad with me, Marcel. The people is running around here saying that you dealing with a chick with a dick, and her name is Alonda Dennis. Now, if anybody would love to refute that, you can always get up under the comments and be like, no, T, they got it all wrong. That she's all woman and this, that, and this. But whatever. So Tisha goes to 64.1 FM, AM, I don't know, some radio station down there to the Huntsville to talk about her Mommy Business podcast. Shout out to Tisha for doing a little yang around the house. I mean, at least she's trying to get from under Marceau's thumb and actually have something of her own to work on and be proud of. So shout out for that. So Martell is at home playing daddy daycare, and Melody comes home without dinner for the family, and he talks about how he feels about that. Martell, sis, listen. I know single moms with 5 kids that go to work, pick their kids up, go to the store, help them with their homework, cook dinner, give them their bath, and put their ass to bed. And I know single women that do that with 5 kids. You got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're sitting here complaining about how she ain't bring no dinner home as if your fingers was broke. Listen, best case scenario, you really could have just ordered a pizza or ordered some Chinese food or ordered some chicken nuggets for the kids. Like, they kids. Most of the kids I know go up for chicken nuggets. Like, your rationale and your way of thinking is just completely bonkers and bananas to me. Which is why I don't understand why you and Marceau aren't getting along, because both of y'all have this caveman mentality where it is she's a woman, so she's supposed to cook, and you the husband, so you ain't gotta cook because that's what you got a wife for. And Mel is better than me, because the minute you said that to me, I'd have punched you right in your damn throat. Moving on. Melody talks to Martell about the play and what the play is going to be about and what her role specifically entails. And he doesn't like it. He thinks it's a bad idea because he feels like with what they are already trying to get through with his infidelity, which we all know they couldn't get through it because their asses done filed for divorce, separated. She's living in Atlanta, he's still living in Huntsville, and they put the house up on sale. But he feels like her doing that role is basically going to make them take a step back from where they was at. And my whole thing to you, Martell, is you can kiss my ass. Like, at the end of the day, Martell, you did it. So you just need to be a man and stand up in it. And at the end of the day, if you're doing what you were supposed to do to keep your wife safe and secure at home, maybe you wouldn't be feeling the way that you're feeling. Like, I'm with Mel. At the end of the day, this is what I'm going to choose to do because this is something that I've been through. And I feel as though because I've been through it, I can help somebody else maybe either stand by their husband and work on it, or maybe feels like this is something that she just can't get past, and she could probably give them the courage to move on. So I was kind of with her on that. Like, I hate when guys do that. Oh well, you did it. Be a man and stand up in it. Point blank, period. Melody books a session with Dr. Francis, and I did think that was a good idea, because you definitely need to go and talk to somebody. Moving on. Kimmy meets up with Amelie for dinner, and they talk and catch up, and they talk about the situation with Kiowa moving to Huntsville, and why wouldn't Maurice think that Monster probably wouldn't go back to his mom? And I feel the same way. Like, I understand how a lot of people feel about, well, this was what they were supposed to do, but it didn't happen, and he is a boy, so he need to be with his dad. At the end of the day, if she's already moving to Huntsville, I'm with a Kimmy. And at the end of the day, Kimmy has already happened to basically take care of Monster, because, he's too busy working down the credit one and then have to deal with passing the bars. So it's like, I'm with Kimmy. For all of this, if his mom is going to be there, he should just go with his mom. She says, he definitely misses his mom. He misses his mom cooking and things of that sort. And I know he does. He's been with his mom since he was born. You know what I'm saying? So I know it is a big change for him. You know what I mean? And I feel like Maurice trying to strong arm people into this whole and into his way of thinking when it comes to that is very childish. It's very selfish. I don't think that is right. You could still be an adequate father even if he does decide that he wants to go and live with his mom, because the situation is she's not in Chicago when you're way down south. Y'all both are in the same area. So what's T? Anyway, Millie asks about her working at Credit One. And she doesn't want to do that. She says she feels like him and Amelie is making Amelie on their own down to that Credit One. She doesn't want to do that. That is not her goal. That is not her dream. That's not what she wants to do. Kimmy made it perfectly clear that if she decides to quit nursing today, what she wants to fall back on is real estate. She's doing real estate on the side, but if she quits that, she's going to take up real estate full time. And I'm glad that Millie was on her side with that. So yeah, I agree with you 1010%. So Melody goes and does her first table read with the rest of the cast. And even though she had that small hookup, not knowing where her line was, Mel actually did a really good job. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about Mel. Like, Mel actually did a really good job. I feel like for the role that it is, it suits her. So she kind of has no choice but to do a good job. Not only that, Martell is on her ass. That's another reason why she has to do a good job. But most definitely, Mel, shout out to you. So it's the night of Tisha's event, and she invites Melody and Destiny and LeBark, and the both of them come, but Martell doesn't. And when LeBark asks where was Martell, she says, oh, well, he really don't fool with these folks like that. And then LeBark was like, well, yeah, because, he even told me not to come. But I said, Joe, I'm already in my threads. And Mel was like, oh, he told you not to come? Like, she sounded so shocked about it. That's what I hate about Martell. Like, I hate when people do that. Listen, you have a problem with them, but don't poison me or my mind on them just yet. Let me be around them long enough to decide on whether or not I totally agree with why you feel the way you feel about them. I don't really fool with them either. Or, listen, that's what y'all got going on, but when I met them, they was cool to me. They was nice to me. I got nothing but positive vibes from them, so maybe you're the one with the problem. Like, I hate when people feel like if you my friend and my friend alone, and if I got a problem with them, you can't chill with them. Like, bitch, how old is we? I will say this, though, Destiny. You was really cute in your red dress, because that white dress you had on to your soft launch event looking like a cumulus cloud with a chance of rain and meatballs, I won't here for it. Melody says that Tisha needs to get out of her shadow and do her own thing. She says that her and Martell are the definition of a power couple. One, I so totally agree with you. I honestly feel like Letitia would do anything in her power to get some type of approval from Melody. I don't know who put it in Tisha's head that Melody is the end all be all and she just has to do whatever she has to do to get back in good graces with her, but it's tiring. Like, I was with her on that. Like, girl, you do not have to sit here and put on airs just to befriend one person or have one person like you or have one person's approval. So long as you've done a good job, that should be all that matters to you. So long as your husband thinks that you've done a good job, that should be all that matters to you. So far as your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law feel like you've done a good job, that should be all that matters to you. Like, I don't know who put it up in Letitia's head that Mel is the queen of Huntsville and she has to do any and everything in her power to get her approval, but it's sickening at this point. Number 2, Mel, it's not only you and Martell that is the power couple. It's you, Martell, Arian Curry, that baby that's supposed to be due down to December, okay? Y'all are the perfect definition of what a power couple is since you're going to do that. But whatever, sis. I had to give you a little light. I'm going to leave you alone. So Hurricane Wanda walks up on the Kimmy and Melody while they talking and chit-chatting and asks why did she kick Tisha out of her launch party and why was she there at her event, and had she known that she was going to be here, she probably would have put her out. I'm going to tell you something. Mel, I applaud you for being woman enough and adult enough to allow Miss Wanda to have it. But you're also a much better woman than I'll ever be, because I would have cussed Miss Wanda old honorary ass out so bad her parents would have felt it. Like, I don't have to have Miss Wanda. I don't. I feel like Carlos King done got into her ear and said, listen, Melody is going to show up. The minute you see Mel, you just need to pounce and attack and do whatever it is that you do. I keep telling y'all, Carlos King is going to get somebody ass whooped one day. And Letitia, it might just be your old ass mama. I don't have to have Miss Wanda, period. I'm with her. The difference is I was invited to this. Your daughter wasn't invited to my launch party. Don't get me wrong. Was it petty? Was it childish? Was it immature? And then Mel had to handle Tisha like that in that setting amongst everybody, having her put out as if she was trespassing or some common criminal? No. But at the end of the day, I also feel like Tisha got exactly what she asked for, showing up to a place where she was not invited. Tisha, get your mama. Please get your mama. And then the last part of this that I really want to talk about, and that's the end of this, was when Tisha basically was telling the Kimmy about how she felt and where she wants Kimmy's loyalty to lie, and how she feels like Kimmy don't have her back the way, you know, Tisha got her back and all of this stuff. Letitia, let me tell you something. Bitch, get a backbone of your damn self. Get a backbone of your own. Why are you sitting up here looking to everybody else to have your back but you? For what? It's not a Kimmy's job to have your back. Quiet as it's kept, it's Marceau's job to have your back. And girl, he don't even got your damn back. So it seemed to me that you would have grew your own damn backbone from next season to this season, but it's obviously that you haven't. And Kimmy, you a much better woman than I will ever be, because honestly, I still would have had to get Tisha ass together in that moment. Like, listen, at the end of the day, I have nothing to do with the fact that you don't have a backbone. I have nothing to do with the fact that Mel don't see it for you. Not to mention, you allow your mama to run amok and run astray on everybody. She disrespect everybody that she comes in contact with, from a Kimmy down to your husband. I don't see you having they back when it comes to your old ornery ass mammy. So why should people run up to sit up and try to have your damn back? No, God, listen, you say you're a Delta, but I don't see it. And they say you graduated from college or whatever, but I'm starting to believe you only made it by the hair of your chinny chin chin because you a beautiful little chocolate girl, and the professors already think of 50 million ways that they can take advantage of you in the damn bedroom. That's what I honestly feel like, because for you to be as pretty as you are, you dumb as a box of rocks. Y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let's get the discussion popping. Tonight's episode, it was pretty decent. Could have been a little bit better, but it was pretty decent. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. And until next time, I'm holler at y'all later. Bye.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.